How would you feel if you were fleeing your home from persecution, hunger, and extreme violence, only to arrive where you considered salvation and were met with rejection? My purpose today is to persuade you to support allowing unoccupied alien children to remain in the United States. Because I'm interested in the opinions surrounding unoccupied alien children, also known as UACs, I have conducted a vast amount of research, including reading articles, journals, and watching documentaries. After today, you will have more information to aid you in deciding on whether to support unoccupied alien children remaining in the United States. With that in mind, I'll begin with the problem, then some of the causes, and move on to the solution. With our roadmap in place, let's begin with the problem, which is some people oppose UACs who enter the United States via illegal border entry. For example, some of the U.S. population believes that no amount of immigration should be allowed in the United States. According to a Cato Institute poll, an American libertarian think tank established in 1977, published April 27, 2021, 9% of Americans want zero immigration into the United States. Secondly, some adult Americans believe it is unacceptable for people to illegally immigrate to the United States. According to Cato at Liberty, in the article I mentioned earlier, 28% of all Americans found it acceptable for people to illegally immigrate to the U.S., which would imply that 78% find it unacceptable. What this means is some Americans strongly disagree with how immigrants make their entry into the United States, and some don't want them here at all. Now that we understand the problem, let's examine the cause. There are at least two primary causes for why some Americans oppose allowing these children who enter the U.S. via illegal border crossings to remain in the United States. First, some people believe that America should not be responsible for the UACs. According to the July 2021 article, Time to Withdraw from the UN Refugee Treaty, published by the Center for Immigration Studies, an independent, nonpartisan, nonprofit research organization founded in 1985, the U.S. should stop accepting and caring for the illegal migrants, and immediately withdraw from the 1980 Refugee Treaty to regain control of our borders. In other words, people believe that America should not be responsible for the care of the world's problems, even when these care involve the children. However, more Americans welcome immigration and believe that it is a human right. According to the Cato report that I had mentioned earlier, 91% of Americans welcome immigration, and 53% believe that it is a human right. Second, some believe that unoccupied alien children bring crime and violence to the U.S. According to FAIR, a nonpartisan public interest organization dedicated to reducing the negative impact of uncontrolled immigration, unoccupied migrant children undermine the national security because allowing them to remain allows potential terrorists and gang members to hide in the shadows. Fair also says illegal aliens commit so much crime that they are 3 times more likely to be incarcerated than natural-born citizens and legal immigrants. In other words, accepting unoccupied children provides criminals with the perfect opportunity to enter the U.S. However, only a small fraction of the undocumented immigrants is involved in crime. According to a research article comparing crime rates between undocumented immigrants, legal immigrants, and native-born citizens in Texas, published by the Proceedings of the National Academy of Sciences of the United States of America, contrary to the public perception, we observe considerably lower felony arrest rates among undocumented immigrants compared to legal immigrants, native-born citizens, and find no evidence that undocumented immigrants are criminally has increased in recent years. In other words, undocumented immigrants are not wreaking havoc on America. Now, if I could have you put your attention to this video, I'll show you very briefly. Here you can see, this is a graph from 2012 to 2018, reported by the Texas Criminal History System. All the crimes are felonies. Each bar representing the blue bars representing U.S.-born citizens. The fuchsia bar is legal immigrants. And the green bar would be undocumented immigrants. With the understanding of the cause to believe that these children don't deserve to be in the U.S., let's focus on the solution. As you can see, the green bar representing undocumented immigrants is far less than that of any legal and naturalized citizens. So, the solution, which is supporting allowing the UACs to remain in the U.S., offers at least 2 important benefits. The first benefit is balancing the ratio to workers and retirees. According to a report, immigrants are great for the U.S. economy. Despite administrative public change rule published by the Center on Budget, Public Policy Priorities, August 15th, 2019. The immigrant population helps by supporting the aging U.S. population by boosting the birth rate, which is historically low right now for natural-born citizens. This helps balance the ratio of workers to retirees. In other words, without our immigrant population, we will soon get to a place where there are not enough workers for the jobs that we have to offer. The second benefit is innovation. According to an article, the economic benefits of extending permanent legal status to unauthorized immigrants, published by the White House, September 17th, 2021, immigrants are also a key factor to innovation. 1 percentage point increase in the immigrant population of college graduates increases patents per capita 9 to 18% per graduating class. In other words, 1% of college graduating immigrants are obtaining patents for innovations that are beneficial to the United States. In conclusion, the reason to support unoccupied alien children outweighs the opposing. Let's review what we have learned. First, we learned that the problem is that some people oppose allowing UACs to remain in the U.S., as evidenced by the 9% that want zero immigration into the United States. And 72% believe that it is unacceptable to enter the United States illegally. Next, we learned 2 reasons some Americans oppose allowing these children to remain in the U.S., to include that some believe that America should not be responsible for these children and that they bring violence and crime to America. However, we know more Americans welcome immigration and believe that is a human right, and only a small fraction of undocumented immigrants are involved in crime. Finally, we learned the solution, which is to support allowing unoccupied alien children to remain in the U.S., and that it offers 2 benefits, which are balancing the worker to retiree ratio and innovation. The facts are undeniable. Immigrants are valuable to America. They help the economy in more ways than stated, and they are involved in less crime than native-born citizens and documented immigrants. I am asking for your help in supporting unoccupied alien children remaining in the United States.